Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines. My name is Steven Marcatianos and today we are going to be taking a look at some of the infrastructure and some of the zoning that has been done within our city. There's a lot more that we can do and possibly a lot more upgrades that we can make besides just adding on random space and building a very square and very not so beautiful city. As we can say, we never really took advantage of the reduced water level of the river, so we never really got down to the nitty-gritty and built near there to try and control the river a little bit and make it do what we need to. And we've just sort of been dumping in the whole time, even though when we probably should have been dumping somewhere a little bit different, somewhere more efficient, or we should have upgraded the dumping infrastructure and started using the more advanced ones. So that is what we actually need to get on doing, is trying to tame this river, making it a little bit more efficient and effective in the way that we have that being undertaken. So there's actually been somebody who's been telling me that I've pronounced the word quay wrong, and it's actually pronounced like quay or something, or k. Apparently it's a silent U, and if you know anything about Dodge Them All, it's that we do not understand silent U's all that well. So yeah, we'll try to do this to the best of our abilities. Let's see, I think that's pretty good if we just have that out like that. There we go. See, we're already starting to control the river a little bit more already. And, yeah, that may rise the water level a little bit since we're not exactly, giving back all the land that we're taking out. But we'll try our best with that. And then along with this side as well, we will attempt to do that and make it nice. Yeah, we need this to be much more even on both sides, because right now it isn't not very even, so... let's see, so if we build this sort of out, yeah, so I need to get out my land tool, my land plowing tool, the up-down intensity pool. Yes, so let's get a nice strong brush strength. Well, no, actually, let's do medium brush strength. How much dirt do we have? Did they remove the whole dirt requirement for having... No, there it is, soil availability. Up there in the top left. Where was I excavating? Oh, I was excavating right here in this this beautiful area that apparently was just getting itself owned. Alright, there we go, filling it up. Okay, actually, was I... Yeah, no, I was going to be filling in land, that's right. Oh, man, look at that subway down there. Oh, and then some of the bridges and some of that kind of stuff. Does that not actually go anywhere? That hookup doesn't actually work? I don't even know where that goes, to be honest with you. I could not tell you. Could not tell you in the slightest. Alright, so let's try to fill this in a little bit more. Here we go. Right along there. Let's get this under control. Okay. There we go, sort of like that. The thinner the better. The thinner the better. And then we're going to do a flatten tool on top of that. So level terrain. Let's see. Oh, click with primary mouse button to choose target height. That was not what we wanted to do because I just created a massive hole. Okay, there we go. Let's try to fill that in at the target height now. Okay. Yeah, we can't fill it up too little, otherwise we're going to get ourselves flooded a little bit. So yeah, see, like we're doing right there. So let's choose that and see if we can try to get that done out like so. And then it could make the river a little bit deeper if we need to. So say we can just sort of drop down the size of that. It'll probably allow for a better flow of the water. I don't know, I'm not a river expert, so I don't 100% know this type of stuff. So yeah, look at that. We're just like swelling up the banks of the river as I'm just trying to tame it back under my control once more. Okay, yeah, but that's much better. And then we actually have some more room to build down there, which I like. Makes it look prettier. We even have rocks. We can even have our own little rocks that we can place down. So yeah, this is sort of our water control scheme. And okay, so how do we want to do this then? So it's going to come out like this, and then sort of even off parallel with this. Yeah, that looks much better. Much better. Okay, like there. Okay, look at that. Alright, and then this can sort of hook off back up, not sort of into that, but yeah, into that kind of scheme there. So yeah, now we see that the river sort of has a very clear, defined boundary. It's sort of starting to look a little bit like a, what do they call it? A canal. A little bit of a canal right there, so... I'll get stuff down there, and that allows us to build like another little district thing, which will be nice. So we got to get some roads in there. Maybe we use these types. Yes, these types of roads. And, ooh, how am I going to operate that? How am I going to actually get that down there? Can we run roads over this? I don't think we can. So, oh, yeah, we have this district right here. This would be fine, actually. We can just have this curl down, sort of. So if we do something like that, yep, that looks nice. And then hopefully not bridge that out. Is that what, ooh, we almost bridged it out there. Okay, cannot build on water. That's not flooded. That's not flooded. Don't you lie to me, City Skylines. I know what is and isn't flooded. Okay, ooh, this is gonna be tough. Okay, because we want the angle to be kind of, you know, meeting up with the angle of the whole thing on its own. So, yeah, we actually need that to be a little bit more not like that. So, yeah, like that would be good. And then we can sort of wrap that around like so. And then we have a nice little river to build some really, you know, high density commercial zones right down there. And I think that'll be good. We don't have enough of that really, really high density commercial, and I'm sure that they'll move in pretty quick. And then, oh, what else can we get? We get some parks nearby. Maybe some plazas, that type of stuff. Yeah, so we want to make this a really rich area of the city. So we'll have lots of plazas and stuff. Good policing. Oh, it looks like we have absolutely... Oh, man, there's appears to be a gigantic water outage going on. Let's fix that immediately. Can't believe I did not notice that. Let's fix that as fast as we possibly can. The faster we get that fixed, the less people that will, you know, suddenly move out. What about sewage production? Ooh, we're just meeting our capacity levels there. I'll get another dump on. We can fix that a little bit later, but yeah, the dumping is not the best thing that we've ever been doing. So, but it's a temporary fix for what could have been a even more disastrously major issue. Ooh, still got some power outages going on here. Let's see, 791. Do I need to build more power facilities? And if so, then where? Ooh, we could build up here in this sort of area, right up here with all these windmills. It's not really going to provide us with a whole lot, so looks like solar panels are going to be the way we need to move. Right there, nice solar panel district right there, and that'll really bump up our production, which is good. Ooh, looks like actually deepening the river that much has really had an effect on that. We want it to look pretty. We want it to look very pretty. Let's move some of the land out. Ooh, okay, come on. Come on. There we go. Just want it to look really pretty. Really, really pretty. Too much soil. Arg. I don't like when people tell me I have too much soil. Okay. Yeah. See, because there, then we can get that water line up against there. Yep. Ooh. That water is not very even in where it's flooding. Okay. Alright, well, at least as long as we have that, we'll be fine. So right now, it looks like there is some demand for industry offices more than others, which is probably detailed by the fact that all these offices have been moving in. Where at, though? Where have all these offices been moving in at? Show me. They're there. Yeah. What is the zoning like right here? So yeah, it's mostly the offices that have moved in, so let's get rid of some of this residential and rezone for offices there, then they'll move in. Ooh, nope. Not very many good parks down there. So, yeah, we will actually put some of these plazas here and make them really nice. Awesome. So those are much better areas than they used to be. Actually, let's get even some more on there. So those look really good districts in the city to be in. You want to have your office down there. We got not very close hospital care there. So, yeah, let's place like a temporary little hospital down there. And what are we doing for education-wise in that district of the city? Pretty terrible, actually. Pretty darn terrible. So let's see if we can place like a modern high school down there. We're about at capacity. We can use up a little bit of the extra money, but the industries and offices around that are really going to like that, and they're really going to want to move in around there. So that's our rationale for doing that. Okay, looks like some industry has finally decided to take the move into this region. No, not water down there. That would be a good reason for people not to want to be there right now. Okay, and there you go. Now you have been liquidated. Well, not really the same version of the word liquidated, but you get what I mean. There we go. We get all the industries moving in. The beautiful overpass bridge right there. Beautiful, beautiful overpass bridge. Alright, so we have that underway, and the river is starting to look better now. So we may be forced to redo a little bit of the stuff around here. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be. But yeah, this section over here is not the best planned and developed district of our city, especially with the railroad coming in right through here. So we may want to do some planning over on this district right here. And wow, but that hill right there is not something really I can build around. So, I don't know where we're gonna have to build on that one. But we need to get doing something. So, I think we may be forced to buy. You see, we actually don't need to buy territory. We have territory right here that we own. So, yeah, we have all that land down there. We have this land right down here, which isn't constructed by a hill in any way, and actually has decent highway access, or at least what I would consider to be decent highway access right here. Even though, yeah, you can technically get off there. It wouldn't be the best traffic situation to ever be in, but it is possible. So we could feasibly, arrange a system right through this section here. Let's see, page down. Come on. Give me 90 degrees. There we go. That's what I want. Everyone loves them 90-degree angles. Okay, now let's see if we can lay this out in a efficient manner. Oh, I've always wanted to bring back some of these treed areas because they look very nice. How can we do that though without causing a humongous traffic jam right in our downtown sections? Could use four-lane roads with turning lanes, but I don't know how effective those would be. 4-lane road with parking spaces supports medium traffic. That might be nice. I don't know. All these do support traffic. Oh, actually, I don't know because those aren't those 4-lane. Those are just 2-lane roads. Let's see. Do we have examples of the 4-lane roads? Do they have parking on them? Actually, I don't know if they do. Oh, no, they don't. I don't think they do. No, they do not. I don't see anyone parking along them. That might be a nice thing to have, because I actually have no idea where they do park if they don't end up doing that. So I hope this doesn't follow interesting turning restrictions, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Okay, so we'll lay out major roads like that, and then we'll try to branch off some of these regular roads from there. Actually, I don't know why I'm not using that one as the main road and then using the 4-lane ones as the off ones, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Okay. And we're laying off some of these right up here. And we're also probably going to want to make a 2-lane or a 1-way section going somewhere so we can get some nice easy access. Or maybe like a little bit of a highway. We can just make it like a nice thing right on the end here. So people can sort of get a nice, easy, simple highway access going on without too much of a problem. So if we can actually just drive that around here and then have that sort of curve around 90 degrees. Then we could run that and have that merge right on with the interstate on this section here. We're going to let that flat out a little bit more. And then we can sort of curve that on. Like so. And, well, then that actually doesn't really give too much of a great turning curve there. But that allows industry to go off that way. And I guess we can also do some sort of an off-ramp type system. Or we could just go underneath. Actually, that'd probably be easiest. To do like a page down and then do a bridge down or a underpass. Like so. Then page up and right onto there. Sort of like that. And that way we don't have to build any super complicated bridges or anything. And that would be faster than, well, I hope that would be faster than going there, especially since we're going to build over this way as well. But the hope with this is that it, it allows people to get on the interstate faster without having to take some of those, using that humongous bridge thing. But that whole system. So I'll say we have stuff like that here. I don't know if we should hook that up there, but this will hopefully allow for some easier transport to occur. So yeah, sort of like that. And we can build out a new district sort of like that. Oh, we should also have some over here, too. So go up right up to the highway. It isn't going to do too well for traffic, but, who really cares? I sort of care. I guess the people of the city probably care, but, am I really supporting the people of the city anymore? Are they really the ones who are truly caring for me? Or I'm truly caring for? And then we could also create a sort of another easy on-ramp thing over here, but I'm not 100% sure how we'd want to conduct that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I am not really sure. Because we sort of have this one and then an off, so that's pretty much the only way to get into this section so far. Yeah, we may want to add another on-off ramp actually, if we can. How am I going to do that? Yeah, sort of like this. What is this? Ooh. A 4-lane asymmetrical road. 1 left lane, 3 right lanes. Dragging this road backwards reverses its orientation. I've not actually seen that one before. That's a new one. So what if I was able to, like, do a page up here and then run this one over like so without destroying those buildings. Okay. And then we can get ourselves a nice on and off. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then the other direction. Let's try to go this, and then we'll flip. There we go. And, ooh, this is going to be tough here. I don't know how we're going to do this. Oh, it's not going to be that bad. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then we're going to have to flip this one, because that's going the wrong direction. Okay. Okay, that looks all good to me. Alright, so now we just fill in with water, add some more stuff to it, and everything is fine on that new district here. We're just going to need to build services, get in new residents, get everything going underway for that. That'll be pretty epic. Okay, looks like everyone there will have water. Now let's get our zones down. So we do want a lot of residential, so let's zone the residential right here in between. All of this is going to be office space there, and all of this is going to be office space here. This is going to be more of commercial zoning, and more commercial zoning up through here, and then the rest we will make residential. So it's mostly an office space, but that's good because that's where people work, that's where jobs occur. We'll build a new hospital for this region, if we can actually get the space for it at some point. So say right here actually would be a pretty good spot for that. Get a couple moratoriums constructed. Okay. And fire and police will be very vital for this. So we'll get a fire station and a police station probably right across the street from each other. High schools eligible. Ooh, we need to build more. That's fine. We'll build it right in the commercial area. And we'll get a couple more of these puppies right down there. And then the parks, which we'll just use these because we're very boring and generic in that way, and that's what we will like to use. But we do want to make it a very high-class, wealthy area to live in. Because it has all the services, it has all of the education, it has all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we just have to make sure that these services can stay powered in some way, which is probably going to be done by actually having the new people move in. So yeah, where was that district I was zoning at? Right down here, the new commercial zone. Wow. Pretty good, actually. Actually, no, that is not the new commercial zone, is it? No, it is not. This is the new commercial zone right here. Yes, it's a very, very nice little space. I'm thinking I should actually downgrade this to one of them 2-lane roads. Or, yeah, so then we can get a parking space along the side. Let's see. 3-lane asymmetrical road. And a 4-lane asymmetrical road. Yeah, so if we actually downgrade these a little bit, then we can have some parking along there, and I think people will, or businesses may enjoy that a little bit more than having their nice transport systems. Ooh, there's a little section there. I missed. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, that industry will eventually, that district will fill in one day, and we'll have those nice businesses down there. Awesome. We have sort of a quay protection going on, even though the quay does significantly come down as you go along here. It's a very, very large quay. I don't know how to pronounce that anymore. Yep, and we have this area over here that we haven't done anything with, and we probably need to clean up at some point. But yeah, that provides some good taming to the river and the dam behind it, which is holding up all of this massive amount of water. It looks pretty good. Okay. And then this section is sort of a disaster as we don't have anything to it. Water level sort of flattens out as it starts to steepen downhill a little bit more. And then we dump like 1 million gallons of sewage water into it, and the direction sort of gets all screwed up. If we can actually look at that. Yeah, see, it sort of like starts to actually go down the river. Does this river actually flow backwards now? Does the river flow backwards? I did not realize that it flowed backwards before. We're basically actually flooding this with sewage water. It's funny to say it that way, but yeah, that's apparently how this works. So it'd be interesting to see if we actually cut off the sewage, or if we cut off this part of the river and sort of made it flow backwards, what would actually happen? Because we don't want it to be too high, but then we also don't want sewage to go back up on it. So if we created sort of like our own artificial waterfall, or like if we used like a flood wall or something underneath here to actually represent that. Or ooh, we need like a flat space of land underneath. So if we have if we raise this up right here, okay. Right, so we're trying to prevent water from coming back, and we're trying to get it to only come one way. And it's happened. And we have become a megalopolis and unlocked every single land zone in the entire game. And we've also unlocked monuments. Accomplishments that link your city stand apart from other cities. Great. The megalopolis of Hamilton. Beautiful. I always knew our city would get to this stage at some point. It just took us a while. But yeah, continuing back onto what this is supposed to be. What we might need to do is back up the water a little bit. I'm going to try not to flood the whole city while I'm doing this. But so we might have to create our own little artificial waterfall, so to speak. So we can try and prevent water from flooding back. Yeah, so something sort of like this, actually, might be good. So if we build that there, which is sort of like our own... yeah, we just want the water to keep flowing that way. Because if we don't get the water to flow that way, then we're going to have problems. Not that we're going to have problems. It's just that this is all going to be backed up with sewage and stagnant, and that's not going to go anywhere. So okay, let's check on that water flow. Where do we see it going? Yeah, see, it's still flooding over, which isn't really what we're looking for. We want this to back up with water. Yeah, wow, this river's really dropping. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Well, the dam will one day eventually fill that up, and we'll have to check back on that again. Let's see how that new district is coming along. Ooh, fantastic. Lots of people seem to be moving in. Good. Oh my. Anyone using? Yep, there are some people that are using the new transport system that I have devised. Let's see if we can actually change the speed that we're going on this road bit here, so we can try to really make this lucrative to go on. Let's turn up to like 140. Actually, let's include these bits too, just so people know that this is the fast, quick way to get to places and to leave town. As they can go on this kind of stuff. And they can go really zoomy fast. Look at them go. Look at them go. And they can get onto the interstate any way that they need to. And that'll be good. They don't have to go through that whole traffic nightmare right there. Yep. And see, there they go. Leaving. Getting onto the regular highway. And those people going that way. But yeah, I think that's a good way to operate that infrastructure. Even if you're trying to get on a different road, I guess it's still faster to go around that way. Than the alternative. Ooh, looks like we're having more sewage issues. Okay. Wow, yeah, this whole city is just flooded with sewage. Looks like it's starting to... Yeah, this is the only section where there's actually water helping. I don't know how we can actually help that. I don't know what exactly we're going to have to do in order to get that fixed. But we'll have to look at that. Okay. Let's actually buy some new territories now that we have that availability to us. Alright, what do we buy? So let's buy, well, we can buy all of them, so I guess it doesn't really matter which ones we buy. Let's buy the ones so we can fix this whole river issue going on over here, and we can try to get the dam back up and running like it should be. Okay, yeah, that's all we'll do for the second, but now that we have that space, that'll be more effective for what we're trying to do. So yeah, what do we do here? This is a real issue. We have flooded this railroad, which was not originally intended. And, yeah, this whole section is sort of flooded with water when we didn't want. So I'm thinking, if we actually back this section, we wall this whole section up here, more of the water will flood up to the bank limits over here. We may have to, rise this bank up over here or build a flood wall to prevent that from this section so we can actually keep the water in behind the dam. But yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. And we'll do it right here, right now. So... looks like we have a lot of soil, so let's try to back her up. Let's try to fill her up, and okay, looks good. Looks good. We're building that wall. The water is starting to flood over on these kind of spaces. That's okay. Not enough soil now. Let's dig out from our little space where we've been digging out soil from. So it's like this is right, and then use that left. That's how we get soil. Okay, and yeah, let's try to get this built up a little bit more. Okay, right there. Alright, so this water, I have no idea where it's going to go or what we're going to do with it. But we do kind of need it to get out of our city limits. Well, actually, we could probably stop flooding this and let the water flood out the way it was supposed to. Because that should still be connected to places where water does exist, so... If we just take out of that and let the water flood down here by the bridge like it was supposed to originally. Now we can sort of see everything flow back as it was supposed to. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hopefully we don't take out the bridge in the process. Yeah, that's what we're hoping here, is that we don't completely destroy all of that. Okay. Just be wary, everyone on the bridge. We have started flowing a lot of water down below to remove this this section here. Mainly so we can... Ooh, oh, that's not good. We've got a little bit of a wave coming through. Yeah, that's it's not going to be good for all the civilians standing in the street. No! No, the flood waters! No, Walter Peters! What's happening? Ah! It's like there's a flood in the city. Wow, there's a lot of people who are going to need insurance now. Okay, and apparently now there's no longer enough power. Oh, more people have moved in. That would explain that. So it looks like it's time for another solar panel. It's always what time it is when we run out of power. Time for another solar panel. Okay, say goodbye. There you go. Another solar panel. Hopefully that will be up and running and put us back with our power. Hopefully this water will stop flooding the city and eventually go to somewhere that we can get rid of it. So yeah, the water is starting to flood down here. And it's starting to flood out of the city through this gap provided. Which is good. I wouldn't mind if water just flooded that quarry anyway. That wouldn't be too bad. Just as long as we can sort of get this bridge actually under our control. And it appears that the dam... Let's see, is the dam working? Dam is still not working. It's alright, I guess. Yeah. So now all this water... well, I don't know, actually. I can't... It's too early to tell where all the water is going. Like, almost this game is just water management. Yeah, it appears to be sucked in, mostly. And then, yeah, flooding out the reverse. I don't know, maybe the water doesn't flow out of the dam when it's not actually operating. That could be a thing. But, yeah, ooh. Yeah, we definitely turned those off at some point. Yeah, but, yeah, this definitely doesn't seem to be working as intended here, because the water... Yeah, All right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We've been trying to control the water flow in the city of Hamilton, trying to free up this bridge that has been lost for so long, and there was a river running through there, and we're just trying to clean that out now. So all the water should slowly be pouring out through this new provided quarry exit, which then can go down this sort of section here, and go via that method, which I think is good. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of City Skylines, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.